So Eve gets a call from the prison that there's a problem, and we see all the invincibles that Angstrom has sent down to wreak havoc, to make sure that Invincible loses his reputation as a good hero. These evil versions of Mark are destroying everything and fighting everyone. You a 5-year-old child? That's tough. Put the fist up, bro. Mark gets out there and sees Movincahawk walking out from the smoke. Ain't no way bro went to the barbershop and asked for this abomination. African parents would have loved this as long as it ain't dreads. But he shows off his work to Mark, all this rubble. And when Mark wasn't interested, Movincahawk hit the side eye. You better pay attention. Showed off the terrible fade and went for the right and got tackled through a building. Mark comes tumbling out, landing on his feet and gets punched in the dick. And that's when Balotelli started smiling. Look at the opening. No defense. Knocked his chin, grabbed his ankle, smacked the concrete, and launched in the air. This man Mark was seeing straight scribbles spinning and twirling in the sky. Blocked the left, then hit back somehow and got pushed to the ground. And when the dust clears, they're both wrestling. And Mark's eyesight must be garbage because he sees this dude load up the headbutt and still got bonked. And now he's getting choked. They be gassing up Mark so crazy, saying that he got so strong, so muscular. But somehow he's over here getting choked. But he still gets the win. But because of all the destruction that the evil invincibles have been causing, these other heroes see Mark and said, "Oh nah, it's one of them," and got to jumping immediately. Missed a punch, but the second Mark moved to the side, he got caught in the devious combo and the sneak attack to the hammer. Powerplex was passing by and had to stop running. Seeing Invincible get jumped is all he could ask for. I've never seen someone forget about his wife and kids so quick. But he runs into Movincahawk and gets sent back to sleep, while Mark is still getting his ass beat. Oliver and Debbie see the news, and Oliver wanted to go help, but Debbie snatched his arm. "You can't do shit out there." "What you mean? I'm trying to help." But she had to cover her mouth in sadness. She knows this little nigga just wants to fight. He don't care about saving people. Give him a hug and hopes he don't go around killing people. While over at the Pentagon, Cecil is also having trouble with the evil Marks. "Don't worry, sir. This Invincible isn't as strong as ours." "Good. Now get the team to make more noisemakers so we can fight back." "But sir, the team is as toast as your hairline."
March 26.
Not 20? Yeah. What is Bobby Graham running in? I am!
So apparently Oliver is really out on the streets saving people. "I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game." But he sees Invincible flying over him, so he chases him down, just to find out that it's the wrong Mark. I don't know what he expected. There was only a 1% chance that this was the right Mark. Lil bro was gambling. Don't be like him, kids. Mark and Eve head down to help some other heroes who are fighting, sending this fraud to the wall. And from there, it was straight belt to ass. Told him to look up, look down, gave him no time to think, and kicked him in the nose. And that's when Omni-Vincible flies down. "You need help, bum ass nigga." "Nah, I'm good," and squares up. Mark told Eve to get out of there, but she wasn't moving and got pressed the second she looked up. Bro is flying in at Mach 3. The hammer of justice is unisex, bitch. While Mark was catching straight flies and mosquitoes before finally putting him on his back, flying up to help Eve but got slammed back to earth and getting stomped on with no remorse until Eve came in to push both of them away into a building. And Mark wasn't in the mood to talk, told Eve to go home and pushed her away, trying to hold both of them back, but that shit ain't work. He's getting jumped by his twins. And to make it worse, Eve is stubborn. Omni-Vincible took his chance, grabbed her shin, and broke her leg, tossing her down to think about her actions. Mark rushed over there, holding Eve in his hands. But luckily, Cecil came through with his robots to help Mark and told him to bring Eve to the Pentagon. I know Cecil was watching this whole fight, waited for the moment until something serious happened, saw Eve's leg get broken, and said, "Yes, sir. This is my chance to get on good terms with Mark." But none of that shit is important right now, cause I need y'all to sit down and get some popcorn. The Immortal is about to receive an ass beating. Half of the Guardians apparently got knocked out. Who's surprised? Not me. While the Immortal is fighting some weaker version of Invincible, getting sent back to the wall and flying back in to punch bro to the floor. Looking back up, wiping his mouth and smiling. Darkwing saw that and had to come out from the shadows. As you can see, he don't find none of this amusing. Passed him to Immortal, who wasn't ready and got flipped like a burger. And Darkwing always wants to try and sneak someone. Bro don't got no other moves in his locker. Got put face first to metal and got his leg broken. Immortal thought he got the power boost, thought he unlocked that get back mentality. Rushed in, tackling bro into the wall, unleashing punch after punch. Got his fist caught, rib shot to the chin, and a left that has him sliding across the floor. Came back for more and told him to back off his ass. And when he finally landed another hit, Evil Mark wiped the smirk off his face. Oh nah, this old man is wildin'. Went in to palm his head like a Spalding basketball, made him taste the dirt for the 50th time, and hit him with the Kurapika special, the 2-footed slam to finish him off. We move over to Rudy getting held in the air with his metal neck getting squeezed and his little body pulled out from the suit, and now his feet are dangling. And that's when Bulletproof told him to take a closer look at the braids. I know you see how clean they look. Niggas wish they were me. And bulldozed him away from Rudy and ended up getting kicked off, bouncing off the ceiling and treated like a punching bag. So while he's somewhere over there in the back getting his face reconstructed and screaming in pain, to then get launched into the metal railing, Rex gets up and tells them to get out of the base. He has a plan to get rid of this evil Invincible. And when they leave, Rex fights back, but not for long, cause his opponent was flying over him with the ominous music, grabbing him by the jugular, squeezing the life out of him. But Rex had decided to turn his entire skeleton into a bomb and blow both of them up to smithereens. So now even though the team is safe, we just lost a real one. The character with one of the greatest character developments in the show. And on top of that, the Invincible doppelgangers caused so much death, damage, and heartbreak throughout the entire city. Even Donald was reduced to just his torso. And Mark is sitting next to Eve, who is laying on the hospital bed. Angstrom tells his Invincible minions to pull up to the meeting spot. So the Invincibles that are still alive meet up over to Grayson's house, where this man Angstrom pulled up fashionably late. He thinks he's about to receive the same amount of glaze as LeBron.
Good job. You went above and beyond, destroying not only his planet, but his name. Anyone who thinks of Invincible will forever remember this day. Now, bring Invincible to me.
And they said, hold up, what about our raise? Yeah, I can't even afford my 2003 Toyota Corolla. We need our raise. And we want to take over other dimensions. Nah, I want to get my mom back. Y'all hear this nigga. And when they tried to turn on him, Angstrom sent them all into another dimension and started posing up, arms crossed behind his back, cape flapping in the wind. KSI is feeling himself apparently. And Mark wasted billions of dollars to teleport behind him and snatched him out the sky. But Angstrom wasn't fazed. He used his cameras to shake his brain and push him down onto the middle of the road. And when Invincible flew back in, he had to hit the drift to evade the portal and press Angstrom. But the amount of cameras this big-headed man has is egregious. He uses more of them to send Mark back, and he even finds himself dodging portals. And when he got even remotely close, Angstrom pulled out a swarm of them bitches. I would have quit on the spot. You got it, KSI. Eve is recovering. Oliver and Mom are perfectly fine. Shit, let's call this a draw and pack it up. But Mark wanted his revenge by any means. No matter how much metal was flying at him, Angstrom's face needed another beating. So he finally managed to get through, and that neck was his. No pause, resume. But that's when Oliver pulled up, instigating. Kill him! Look at the city, the world! He's an infestation that needs to be dealt with expeditiously. This man Mark thought about it, looked at Angstrom, and said, you've lived long enough. Ain't nobody gonna miss him, trust. But he used one of his devices to escape, and right before the portal closed, Mark caught his arm and managed to rip it off. And when Angstrom thought he was safe and was begging the technicians to fix him, they looked at him and told him,
no. Promises were made, Angstrom Levy, and you didn't uphold your end of the deal. Your word is without value, so no more second chances for your bum ass.
So Angstrom's plan is done for, and now everyone is just trying to help get people to safety. But Powerplex is still pissed at Invincible, and I'm just wondering who is letting this man Powerplex roam these streets. And to end off the episode, after all that heartbreak and misery, Mark is on the streets helping out with the rescue of the civilians, when a shadow covers his face.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.